All right, hold on. Let me get it in here. Hold on. Oh, there's a good girl over there. Perfect. Let me see the back. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you got one of like the fixed ones. Dude, you really might have been. I mean, we like as soon as we found out, like I was like talking to Bricky about it, and look, not that I'm surprised, but he got it changed pretty fucking fast. So I think that they were like in the midst of, I think they were like in the midst of printing a bunch more, and that template just probably went to the new one. So I'm definitely happy about that. Faux show. Let me get us on here. Boom. I don't know who this guy Marco999 is. He's like in here every week. I mean, nice guy, but kind of came out of nowhere. Um, but I'm glad that we have a new viewer. You know, somebody new to talk to. Um, I cannot believe this child is still screaming. Jesus Christ. I might have to go check on him really quick before we get started. That was just us. Okay. Whoops. Let me see here. Yeah, Reg. Obviously, I know it's you, dude. I must be like the best at sarcasm of all time. Okay. Okay. All right. Give me. Jesus Christ, this kid. Just been howling. Oh. Oh, seven did not like that. All right. I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave him. Never mind. He's screaming again. Fuck me. I'm supposed to give him like 25 minutes. It's been 20. So I don't know what just happened. Yeah, give me. Yeah. Shoot it to me. Put it on Discord, and then I'll look at it on my laptop. All right, I'll be right back. We can't hear Tiggy. What do you mean? Oh, desktop audio was muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You're fine now. Okay. Let me just. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes.
Yep. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Marco in the building. Oh shit, I think we're tapping in. That means I gotta get a beer. That also means I gotta drink my Pepsi Zero. Alright. Do we thinking hat? We thinking hat or no hat here? If we go hat, do we go backwards? Do we go forwards or do we go no hat? And let the lettuce rock. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? I have a tremendous hair day, I'm going to be honest. No hat, keep the suave. I mean, yeah. Goddamn right, Reg. There you go. Goddamn right. All right. I'm going to go get this hair looking good. Thank you. Trying out here. When I got this Pepsi, I'm going to have to grab a beer. Seven's going to run out the door real quick. You guys are going to see my disheveled mess in the background, too. I don't want to hear no whip. No whip. No whip. Hide. Hide it. Seven will be right back.
All right. Okay. Wonder if Tiggy's speakers are on. Seven. You good girl? Who's a good girl? Oh. Seven. Oh, he's probably got headphones on. Probably not on speaker. Oh, tail's wagging. That's how I know Tiggy's coming back.
Yo!
There he is.
Sorry, I had to get a. I just saw the tweet. Now we're tapping in. I mean, that's a whole thing.
I mean,
now Beer Buddy. I'm gonna have to send a post on Beer Buddy here.
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
that's how. Oh my god! I'm spilling this beer somehow.
Yeah, I gotta put a beer buddy up.
See, that's an untapped market we haven't really
Pun intended.
tapped into.
Pun intended.
As I spill 3 ounces of my beer. Thank
There we
God we got that. Good thing you asked about those headshots. Oh man.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, I thought the other picture was good for what it's worth. Yeah, we got tapped the fuck in.
We're tapped in.
I should have been beer buddy in last night, dude.
Were you tapped in?
Oh, was I ever tapped in? Holy. There you go.
7 in there.
Oh wow, 3 fingers, so tapped. 7 is. I wasn't sure if you had if you were on speaker or not, so I was like, I wonder if it's on speaker, and I was like, seven, hey, who's your girl? But then I saw the tail wagging, and I was like, all right, that's just Tiggy's right there.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the fuck into it. Let me change the camera angle a little bit here so that you can see Miller too.
Oh, also, I gotta add Halo World Championships.
Also, Halo all-time concurrent peak player base hit all-time highs.
Right after World Championships.
Yep.
Who would think that having a competitive playlist in a competitive game would make more people play the game?
Yeah, because they want to compete.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go get after it. All right, record. On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we're going to be talking about Halo Worlds. We're going to be talking about the Modern Warfare 3 beta, now that it is in the past, our official impressions and verdict on what's to come. T1 and Faker have appeared in GQ, and the whole entire world is being turned upside down, and League Worlds is currently underway. We got a whole lot to talk about, and not a whole lot of time to talk about it in, so strap yourselves in, buckle up, keep your arms and legs inside the podcast at all times, because we're coming right at you with this week's episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast.
Fight! Damn, son, where'd you find
Yo,
this?
welcome back to Night of the Gaming Podcast. It's your boy, Papa Don. We're back live, direct, and handsome, and we got puppies all over the place. It is a great Thursday in the neighborhood, a little Friday Junior, a little Friday Eve, if you will. I certainly will. We are tapped in here. We're poed up from the flow up. Oh, it's delicious. And that's all. That's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. But I'm here once again. And we have 4 people on the podcast tonight. We got a full boat. We have myself, Tiggy, Miller, and Seven. So, Tiggy, since Seven appeared over the weekend for the first time that I could remember, we're just gonna dive into a little weekend.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Maybe you can tell us all about your weekend and maybe where this new guest come from. And then also Mr. Twinkie LV, thank you for the 4-year resub, you absolute sexy legend.
Shout out, Mr. Twinkie. Yeah, I mean, crazy weekend last weekend. As you can tell, yeah, I have a dog here, Seven. Seven. Mickey Mantle's number, the greatest number of all time. And yeah, so me and my buddy Troy, shout out Troy. We live in the same apartment complex, work together, et cetera, et cetera. We went to the gym. We ended up coming back, and we're in the pool around midnight, and our apartment's all closed off and stuff, gated everywhere and stuff like that. And we just see this dog kind of wandering around the fence area of the pool and stuff. We're like, that's a little strange. Like, off the leash, we don't see anyone. I'm like, oh, maybe it just got out or something like that. I mean, it's been like 10 minutes, and the dog's just kind of like walking back and forth along the fence. We're like, what the hell's going on here? So we go out there, and funny enough, I'm actually streaming on Discord to like a couple buddies and stuff like that. No
shit, really?
I'm like, look at this dog, the dog's coming over and stuff, and she comes over and like sniff, and then runs away. I'm like, okay, maybe she's going back home or something like that. And then we kind of see her like on the other side, and we're like, what the hell is wrong with this dog? So, we get all dried off, and it was time to go anyway and stuff like that. And we're like, hey, let's go check on this dog. Let's see what's happening. So we go on the other side of the pool area outside, and we're in the parking lot. We're like, where is she? And we see her walking in between the cars and stuff, clearly lost. Like, has no idea what's going on and stuff. So we end up just kind of like seeing her, and we don't want to scare her or spook her or anything like that. But so we're just sitting down. We're sitting down like in the middle of the parking lot, basically, just kind of waiting to see if she comes. She comes over, sniffs again, walks around, sniffs again, and like isn't close enough for us to like grab her and like take care, or like, I guess I say grab her like we're snatching her up, but like grab her collar, just make sure she doesn't get away and stuff. So eventually we're just talking, sitting down. She comes up close, and she sits down next to us. Sits down next. I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry. She had a collar on and everything?
She had a collar on, but no tag associated with the collar.
Okay.
So she had a collar. So we see she has a collar. I grab her collar. Troy has cats. He gets a little cat leash. So we got her on a leash now. And there's no tag on the collar, nothing like that. And I'm like, we're looking at where we could possibly take her and stuff. Like, animal control isn't open until 7 a.m., but animal control is going to like hold her for 2 days and then, execute her. So
yeah, right.
We didn't really want to go that route. His wife, Troy has cats and stuff like that, and his wife had mentioned something about like an animal hospital open 24/7 and stuff. So I was like, hey, you should take her there. Maybe she has a chip. I'm like, good idea. So I was literally just going to stay up all night and figure out what to do. But we ended up going to the animal hospital. She jumped right in the car and stuff. Incredible time. We go into the animal hospital. They check. They see she has a chip and everything like that, but they can't. It's untraceable. They say they can't find the company and stuff like that. They try twice, but they kind of do a little check. And it's like, she looks really healthy and stuff. So we kind of have to release her back to you until we find anything. We'll try to work other companies in the morning about the chip and stuff, but we'll have to release her back to you and stuff. I'm like, that's fine. But I was like, what kind of dog is she? And she was like, well, I'd say probably German Shepherd with the fur and like the tail, German Shepherd, and probably Golden Retriever, just from like the head and stuff like that and the fur. I was like, really? That's kind of wild. Like, how old? A couple years old and stuff like that. So I'm like, and everyone's kind of saying like that someone just dumped this dog.
Yeah.
Which is just so sad.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's terrible. And I'm like, who would dump this 2-year-old German Shepherd, Golden Retriever mix that are like, I feel like a lot of people want those breeds of dogs.
Yeah, totally.
2 years old, very trained, didn't like jump up on the couch, like is snuggling in bed, isn't peeing or pooping in the apartment or anything like that. Like, very well trained, good on the leash, good in the car, not getting car sick. And I'm like, who would like throw this dog away. It's insane. So
Yeah, right.
I've been posting on the Facebook. I've been posting on like the neighborhood apps and stuff. Nothing. The only thing I'm getting back is like, hey, give me the chip number and maybe I can help. I give them the chip number and like, yeah, it's untraceable. I'm like, yeah. What do you think? I'm lying?
Yeah.
And or they're telling me to go post flyers up in the neighborhood. I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna go post up flyers.
No.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm doing a lot of work to
Yeah.
try and like find the owner and stuff.
We're in the internet age. If they they should be able to see that shit.
Yeah, I'm posting in all the lost dog groups and everything like that. I mean, I'm posting all that I possibly can. But the thing is, I'm in the Phoenix area. Now I'm in all these groups. There's a post every hour about a lost dog.
Yeah, right.
About
right,
a
right.
found dog and stuff. So I think someone literally somehow got in through the gate and just dumped her, figuring someone will pick her up. And it's incredibly sad.
Yeah.
It's also incredibly sad that I'm allergic to dogs.
Oh no.
So I am living on Benadryl right now.
I was gonna say you do sound a little stuffy.
Yeah, so I'm definitely a little stuffed up, definitely a little more sniffly than normal. But yeah, it sucks because I love this dog, and like I come home and she jumps up, she's like shaking, like so excited and stuff, and like I formed a bond. Like she goes on my side, and then when I get in bed, I'm like, come on, and she hops on the other side immediately, and then she snuggles up and stuff. Super cute, and like
also
it's
like,
awesome.
Not for nothing, but like golden retrievers and German shepherds are very long, thick-haired dogs.
Yeah.
So you might just need to get like a Benadryl prescription or something and just tough it out, because.
Yeah.
So I mean, what happens now? I mean, this is an Air Bud situation where like somebody comes knocking in the 11th hour and you're like, well, this is my fucking dog now, or like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So I mean, it's extremely tough. If I wasn't allergic to dogs, I don't think it'd be even a conversation. I just keep the dog. Absolutely. But because I'm allergic, because like I travel a lot east for a lot of reasons and stuff, so. It's very tough to maintain a dog. My roommate's very cool about it and stuff, and like likes dogs and stuff. So he's been very awesome about it and is walking her and stuff too. But we're looking to obviously find a home for her to some degree. There's a couple guys here in the military that are looking for dogs and stuff like that. So I know she's going to go to a good home.
Yeah, totally. So
yeah,
and I mean, that's what I was going to say. I mean, I feel like it's not unheard of to like have dogs on base and stuff like that, or like in whatever proximity that you're in, hey, maybe you guys will still be neighbors, and but you just won't be close enough 24/7 that you're just like can't breathe.
Yeah, I know. There was a couple of avenues we were going to go. One was like a wife of someone who plays softball with us. I was really hoping she would take her because then I was like, oh, I can still see her and stuff. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But she has like max capacity of animals. She's like, I'm actually have too many that I keep on base legally. So.
Oh shit. Okay.
And it stinks, but she's really good like with kids and stuff, with other dogs. She's so calm. It's like I really wish I wasn't allergic to dogs. Like but it stinks. But there's a couple guys that I know are interested in stuff.
Cool.
One's actually heading to England, so if that happens, I probably won't see her after that, which sucks. But I don't know. I'm glad I'm doing my part. I'm helping her out.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
for sure. I mean, she's having the fucking time of her life, clearly.
But when I eventually have to give her up, it's gonna be a rough day for sure.
I want you to tell me if and when that happens, because I want to be there for you, but I also don't want to know because I feel like it's gonna ruin my fucking week. But I mean, I totally agree with you. But I mean, listen, she's super content. She's comfy as fuck right now, having the time of her life. She was going on runs with you and stuff. Like, I mean, that's a good ass dog right there. So, and at least you're kind of, you have this like personal connection with whoever is going to have her next probably. So that's great. I mean, hey, if in the meantime they're like, hey, we invented this Benadryl shot that we just like shoot into your eyeball and then it's just good for the rest of your life, maybe you just, or maybe just take her to the groomer. Take her to the groomer, have her buzzed a little bit.
We used to do that with my dogs at home and stuff, but
that's getting all over your pillow. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's done. Like once she goes, I'm gonna have to like deep clean this. I'm gonna have to hire someone to come in.
You might have to burn those bed sheets. Yeah, you're gonna be.
I'm gonna have to hire XQC's person that comes in every 2 weeks. Yeah, now she's in between the pillows. Yep, I'm gonna be sniffling all night. I'm done. 2 Benadryl tonight to get through it.
You might have to just like rub the Benadryl like on your eyeballs and then put them in your nose for a little bit and then take them.
Yeah, just to either that or I'll either have to do that or have to watch like Korea play Vietnam on League of Legends. Yeah, like I did last night.
Oh my god, no, she's adorable though. But and also Ken, thank you so much for the sub. 72 months. You're a fucking legend. You absolute fit, handsome, long hair having, supple hair legend and drinking buddy. Shut up, beer buddy.
Yeah.
I'm sure that like I'm almost positive that the guys who, dude, this kid is still awake. I can't believe it. Love you right back. I'm almost positive that like the guys who developed the Beer Buddy app just definitely forgot about it, or like they just don't know. Like I wish you could go to like Steam charts and like see like active users for Beer Buddy, because there's got to be like less than 100, right?
There's probably 30 of us, and 5 are in this chat, and the other 5 are in my brother's Discord watching like
Yeah.
a football game right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And that's half the users.
And then there's like 2 random kids that go to like UMass or something that are like, dude, oh my god, look at this, and then they just that's really it, dude. That weekly or like daily users, it's really, I mean, it's absolutely brilliant though. I mean, I will keep it afloat myself for as long as I need to. But yeah, so as for me, as for my weekend, got to hang out with a few buddies. Got some my main group of high school friends. You know, we still stay in touch, which is great. And we got all the kids together, which was really cool. So, friend of the program, friend of real life, Johnny Rootbeer. He just recently had twins, so we got our sons together, which is awesome. And you know, his daughters and my son also. But, you know, us both having boys is fucking cool. And, like, just can't wait to have them just, like, hang out and do cool shit and, like, break things. What else? Pretty busy. It was a pretty busy weekend. You know, got together with some friends. I got a buddy of mine who makes... Actually, this is where I was really supposed to tap in, and I didn't. Good buddy of mine makes his own, like, hard cider. So his family like has multiple apple presses that have like been in their family for decades, and they just pass the craft from one generation to the next. And so they have these massive like Carlo Rossi jugs of hard cider. And so we were mixing the cider with bourbon, with like maple bourbon. I mean, it was probably 100% ABV. Just
naturally,
but so good. It just tasted like fall in a glass. And needless to say, the amount of sugar that was in that drink, I was up until like 5 in the morning. But, you know, had a little chest pains for sure. I thought I was going down. I thought the big one was happening, but...
thank you for your service.
No, 100%. And I'm just sad that I didn't document it well enough, because things started getting a little blurry after like the third one. So, you know, but it was a good time. The baby slept well, and so did I. But I did wake up at 5 in the morning with chest pains, and I thought I was going down.
That's awesome. Do you, when you go back with your high school buddies and stuff, is it different now that everyone has like kids and stuff, or
No.
do you guys just hop into the same bullshit every time?
Oh, it's literally the same like 10 inside jokes that we've had for like, we just like quote Rush Hour 2 and like, you know, talk about like shit from high school and, you know, stuff like that. And then we also just like complain about our lawn and stuff like that. But yeah, mainly, you know, the group chat is named after a bit from Jackass 2 called Sweaty Fat Fucks. I don't know if you remember that one. It was like Bam Margera, Tony Hawk, and probably Steve-O. Oh no, it was Bam Margera, Matt Hoffman, and Tony Hawk, and they were in these massive... Matt Hoffman passed away, didn't he? Was it Matt Hoffman that died? R.I.P. Matt Hoffman. I'm pretty sure he did. And then they were doing like BMX and like skateboard tricks on like a half pipe, but they were in massive fat suits. So yeah, Sweaty Fat Fucks is the name of the friend group. So shout out to Sweaty Fat Fucks. Ryan Dunn. I thought Matt Hoffman was definitely in that.
There's a Matthew Hoffman.
No, yeah, Ryan Dunn did die, but he wasn't in that bit. Bam Margera. Yeah, Matt Hoffman. I was right. And then yeah, Matt Hoffman was doing like insane BMX tricks with like this huge fat suit on. It was just incredible. But yeah, anyway,
that's awesome.
no, Matt Hoffman is alive. There was a pro BMX guy that passed recently, and I don't remember who it is now. It'll come to me later. But anyway, got together with the boys, couple inside jokes, couple beers, couple guys, you know, as the way life should be. And yeah, all in all, really good. And also played the MW3 beta.
Oh yeah.
Had a light work day on Friday. Got a lot of MW3 beta time in. Light morning on Saturday as well, so just did the best I could. Got the level 20, got the operator skin. There's an operator skin. It's like a red crash dummy.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah,
pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? We're just gonna go right into that. What were your thoughts on the MW3 beta? Did you get? I know last week it had just dropped, and you hadn't had a whole lot of. You played like one match, but did you get some time to play with it? And if so, what did you think?
Yeah, so yeah, last time I think I played one game on Rust and it was, kind of crazy. I got absolutely mollywopped, but I took the day off Friday because I wanted to play and I ended up playing. I played, a couple games and then I went to a 3-hour office lunch, which was brutal.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But MW3 beta, a lot of fun. Obviously the maps very nostalgic. All the spots are exactly the same. There's a couple of like doors they added, but they are not super like intrusive to the actual gameplay. A couple of like flanks you kind of have to peek through the doors and stuff, which is whatever. But at least they didn't put doors everywhere like they do on the new maps.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun, a lot of guns. I thought a lot of the guns were viable too. Like I felt like if I picked up a gun, it wasn't incredibly weak, which was cool to see. So obviously there's gonna be a meta. I mean, everyone was loving that MCW AR. Everyone was loving the Striker sub, but I would pick up the other Cyper, like the Ripper thing or whatever it was, and I felt like it was good too. So I think there's going to be a lot of viable options, which is always awesome.
It felt pretty balanced, honestly. Like I feel like every time I unlocked a new gun, I played like one or two lives with it or something like that, and then maybe I'd switch back. I really liked the Rival 9.
That was
sub.
it. I said Ripper, Rival 9.
The Rival 9 was sick, and then the gun blueprint, the like beta Ripper blueprint. I can't remember what attachments it had on it, but the Rival 9 felt awesome. And then the Striker I thought felt good too. I thought that was a nice little one to run around with. And then I mean, it felt pretty balanced. I thought, and this is coming from a guy who, me, like I'm not the best at COD. If I can play well enough to have fun, that's fine. Yeah. I'm almost never gonna be positive. I did drop 30 in kill confirmed on.
Come on now, talk your shit. Here we go.
What was the fucking map? Oh my god, it was in the New York one.
High Rise.
No.
Skid Row.
30 on kill confirmed and Skid Row. I'm just saying, I was frying. I texted Chris that morning. It was like 9 a.m. before my first call, and I sent him a screenshot, and I was just like, "Let me know if Boston Academy, it has any spots, because I'm coming. This is my year."
Every time I was on, I saw Chris on at all times of the day.
Yeah. But yeah, did drop a 30 piece kill confirmed on Skid Row. I was gonna put that in my Twitter bio, just like drop the 30 bomb on fucking Skid Row.
That's awesome.
But no, I liked the maps. I didn't love the 3v3v3 one or the 2v2v2 one. I wasn't super crazy about it, but I don't know that I played it enough. I only played like 2 or 3 games, and I didn't really get it. Ground War was okay just for like doing the daily challenges and like leveling up and stuff. Like it was good to like fuck around with. But man, I am so fucking sick of Favela already. Again.
See, I'm glad you brought that up because everyone obviously wants all the old maps. Everyone wants this map, it's like, oh, MW2 maps, finally they're giving us what they want. And it's proving that nostalgia is not living up to the hype sometimes. I was loving seeing the comments like, get Favela out. How is Favela winning votes? We're map voting and Favela's winning and stuff. So that was cool. I mean, I didn't, it was cool to me. Maybe I didn't play it enough, but I was like, when I saw Favela, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. It's absolutely a clusterfuck. And the issue with Favela compared to the other maps, there's so many lines of sight everywhere.
Everywhere, dude. I was getting killed from everywhere. Even on the kill cam, I'm like, wait, who fucking what? And then you see the bullet and the guy. I'm like, dude, come on. Hardpoint on Favela made me want to like just pour a Drano fucking shot for myself. Hardpoint on Favela was miserable. They put the hardpoint right in the middle of that fucking soccer rink. And I'm just like, no, just get me the fuck out of here. Everybody's tossing all their grenades at once on the fucking same place. It's a nightmare. It was a walking nightmare. High Rise is fun. I mean, Rust, I can take it or leave it. I know Rust is like iconic and people love it. I thought Rust was cool. Anything other than like just TDM or kill confirmed on Rust though makes me sick. So I just can't, like, what are you doing? Why are we playing domination on Rust? what the fuck are we doing here? And I didn't play any search. I think I played one game of Search and Destroy, and I don't know. It's just going through like Mosh Pit and playing like super fast paced games for like hours and hours and hours, and then going to Search and Destroy. I was just like, I'm all set. I'm fucking smooth on that. Overall, it was fun. It runs great. It is so much more optimized than MW2. Going back to playing, like I like fucking around in DMZ, like in between calls. Like I'll play a little DMZ, or like I'll play a couple multiplayer games. It runs so much better and is so much more like well optimized than MW2 is. MW2 is a pile of dog shit in comparison to the performance that I was getting out of MW3, and it looks great. The UI though, I mean, I said this last week, but why the fuck didn't they change the UI?
I don't understand why, and I know everyone says this, like, why don't they just copy and paste? Why don't they just copy and paste from a game that actually had a good UI? I don't understand. Isn't it Sledgehammer Games? Why don't we go back to the World War II one? Like, copy paste that. I don't understand.
I genuinely, like, when I booted up the game for the first time, I was just like, we got to do this again.
Yeah.
And I mean, I do like that they, I like that they have some sort of continuity to it where it's like the skins carry over, the weapon blueprints carry over, the cosmetics and shit, all that stuff carries over, which is good. But it does feel, I mean, gameplay wise, content wise, even if it's just a beta, it does feel like a separate premium release with a lot of improvements, a lot of tweaks, a lot of optimizations that weren't in Modern Warfare 2. Not that I ever really doubted that, because I mean, they're not going to release a product that just doesn't have the features to it, but I'm really excited. I really wish that they would have given us like one day to play zombies.
Yeah.
Just to wet the beak a little bit. And honestly, it makes me wanna, I did pre-order it, but I have the regular version, so I don't think I get campaign access early, but I kind of want it.
No. You will. No. I think all pre-orders will come with a week before campaign access. I think that was such a smart move by Activision.
Yeah.
That might be the one clap we can give to Activision there for letting us play the campaign early. Because honestly, multiplayer and Warzone are going to be the big sellers.
Yeah, and
That's
people are going to blow through the campaign in a week anyway.
Yeah, so just let them play it a week early, and then that's just more people playing the campaign. So I think that was a great move, and it just gives people just a little bit of action there. So I think that's cool. What if we get what if you finish the campaign and then Zombies becomes available for that week, kind of like World of War?
Oh yeah, maybe. I kind
cool.
of hope that there is some sort of something with it, because I think you got some extra operator skins for Soap and Price in MW2 when you beat the campaign. And then you got a weapon blueprint. You got the Union Guard weapon blueprint for the M4, which I still think was very good. But it was basic, but it's a good thing to get you started. So you come out with some extra attachments and stuff like that. They should let you level guns in the campaign.
Well, the thing is, you can level guns, but they did exactly what we all didn't want them to do, which was make the weapon blueprint tree, or the weapon tree, where you got to use all these weapons you don't want to use to get the red dot sight everyone wants to use.
Yep.
And we thought they didn't do that for a split second, but nope, they did it.
Yeah.
And so actually leveling up guns in the campaign would be sick.
They had us in the first half, not gonna lie. We gave them too much credit. Last week we were saying that you didn't have to go through like the upgrade tree, and you don't have to do it for guns. You just unlock the guns as you level, but the attachments get unlocked by leveling weapons. So there is still a weapon leveling grind. I will still be going out and buying 30 Little Caesars pizzas on day one, so I can get like all the double weapon XP tokens. I had a nightmare that night that I had that Little Caesars pizza. Dude, the stomach problems that I was having that evening were horrendous. The pizza was pretty good. It was greasy as fuck, but it was pretty good. But the bathroom trips after that were a lot. Modern Warzone. What's up, Dougie? Doug, if you want to hop in here and talk some MW3, I got you on Discord. We can get you in here right now. Beta was good. Doug said I think it makes me horny, irrationally horny. Like I should call a doctor because it's been over 8 hours type horny. Jesus Christ. Somebody take Doug's. Take it away. Take it away.
That's a direct quote.
Nostalgia was good for about 3 maps. Ken goes, I'm gonna call her. Yeah, I mean, about to be gaming, or I would. Doug, let me know what your thoughts are on zombies. I've been playing some DMZ. I really hope that we get like DM zombies. I feel like that's what we're getting because it's like open world. There's gonna be missions, stuff like that. And I'm excited to play it. I've actually been playing a lot of DMZ here and there just to kind of like I don't know. I like my PVE VP type stuff. I also think the holiday event right now is really good. I don't know if you've played the haunting in MW2 right now, but it's pretty good. Yeah. It's got some nice ideas. You get the little soul tokens from killing either NPCs or operators in the game, and then you can use those to buy little like minor cosmetics. And then if you buy enough minor cosmetics with those tokens, you can unlock 2 different operator skins, like with 10 and 20 unlocks, which I think is pretty good. So it's pretty cool. It's nice. It's engaging. It's better than Destiny 2 is doing it because you just got to play one fucking mode over and over, and then you get candy. I was told my brother's a big Fortnite guy. He said Fortnite Miss stinks right now, which is kind of a bummer because I was looking forward to that. But I don't know. Optimistic about MW3, and I'm usually pessimistic about everything Call of Duty. So
yeah. I know Bob's thinking the same thing. I know Bob was really excited about Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, no, he's pumped.
Naturally, so we can speak for him. He's very excited. All 3 of us are very excited here about Modern Warfare 3.
Universal acclaim.
Universal acclaim.
We definitely had I think we've got a good thing going right now. I think everybody's going to be pretty pleased with Modern Warfare 3. What scares me is that all the content creators love it, or that most of the content creators in like esports, like all the movement kids love it. And so that just tells me that like once I get to a certain point in multiplayer, I'm not going to be able to play it because it's going to get too sweaty. And we know that there's no like casual playlist or anything. There is going to be ranked play.
Well, probably in March, but yeah, there'll be ranked play at some point, probably.
Season 1, right?
Season 1, but Season 1, they haven't stated the date, so it could be a 5-month season. So
which makes no fucking sense because it should just be Season 1 should just be the day that you drop the game.
It should be, especially because the first event allegedly is happening in December. They're gonna probably do a DreamHack event. People are thinking in Atlanta, I believe, and it might be people were kind of optimistic that it might be kind of like an old MLG event, which shout out Activision just purchased with the Microsoft acquisition. Yes. So it might be like a DreamHack / MLG super event where they're gonna have multiple games. Maybe StarCraft's there, maybe Halo's there. So it could be
when is DreamHack
and obviously DreamHack. I think it's like December 15th. I think it's middle of the month in December, but I don't think it's official. But there were a lot of leaks coming out that was going to be the possible first event. Literally the pros are going to have the game for a month. So you would think there would be ranked play at the beginning of the game.
December 15th to the 17th. Interesting. T1 is going to be hosting DreamHack. Tyler 1 is hosting DreamHack. The main stage will be packed with alpha energy on a 1v1 fan competition. So you can 1v1 Tyler 1. And he does meet and greets all week long. COD Mobile Championship.
Probably pair with that. Doug coming in. Doug thinks no longer happening.
Okay, Doug said, yeah, okay, all right. He says I'm Atlanta local, so I was hoping to go. Hey, listen, man. 15th to the 17th. They're going to have a Magic the Gathering live tournament. They're going to have, let me see, big FGC representation there. StarCraft 2 Masters. Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, dude. Oh, I fucking love DreamHack, man.
You just imagine all that, and then you have, like, the Call of Duty first event kickoff and stuff with all the teams.
Want to go?
Playing a couple games and stuff. Like, oh, my God.
Want to go?
I'm with Doug. I'm fucking rock hard. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm horny now. Little Ball Pete, thank you for the resub. 42 months, you fucking sexual icon. What's poppin', fam? Juju, we just started, brother, so you're good. Always freaking late. Happy Friday, Junior, you beautiful souls. Happy Friday to you and the missus. Give Michelle some love from us. Fuck it, I'll hop on Discord for a minute while I smoke. Call me on there. Beautiful. All right, Doug, late breaking guest. Hold on, let me see if I can just add you, Doug. I'm pretty sure I got you as a friend on here. Hold on one sec. I gotta.
Are you with the juice coming in?
Modern Warzone. Let's see if this works. There he is.
Hello?
Is this who I
Here,
think
I'll
it is?
probably turn off my Wi-Fi. That way I don't go in and out. Do I
Beautiful.
sound like ass cheeks?
Nah, you sound like face cheeks, like not butt cheeks, but like no, you sound pretty good. You're fine.
All right, cool.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm chilling, my guy. I'm chilling. Been enjoying myself. Really haven't been gaming that much lately, but now there's reason to game again. There's a good fucking Call of Duty coming out.
I've heard that COD is back. Can you confirm?
I can confirm.
Okay, that's a hard confirmation. That's a hard copy from Modern Warzone himself, Doug Dag Nabbit.
I heard you were asking about the zombies, and I'm one of the like 12
go
people
camera
in the
on.
world
What are you doing? Let me see the cigarette.
Oh no, I don't smoke cigs anymore. I quit cigs 6 months ago.
Oh well, let me see the vape then.
No, I'm doing things that I can't show because I live in Georgia.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Allegedly,
I was gonna say, yeah, you said
allegedly.
while I smoke, and I was like, yeah, just keep it off screen.
Yeah, shit. Dude, here, I'll give you 2 seconds of the Dougster. Oh, well, that's not off screen.
There
Can't
we
really
go.
see me.
There you go.
There we go. What's up, Doug?
What's going on, big
The
guy?
fuck- the
So
fucking-
COD is back from what you were saying. I'm just moving the nameplates around. So how is you were at COD Next? Wow, you're really getting fired up too. You get the double shot. You get the double shot going.
Dude, you
Oh,
know
man.
these? These
oh,
are my
bro,
fucking
those are
shit,
gasoline.
bro.
Those
Yeah.
are I've occasionally I like a good dude. Little Bo Pete in the chat just said MWZ, please fix game. You
Did
can't
see
escape it.
whenever they revealed zombies that the zombies logo is literally my fucking logo?
I mean,
really?
it's like a chicken and the egg situation. I mean, they did have the MW, but no, that's a good point. But so
Yeah.
so what's been going on lately in your world? You've had it's been a whirlwind. I've seen you posting a bunch. You've been rubbing elbows with the good people. You get the professional headshots done. You quit smoking.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. I'm happy for you. That's a huge thing.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
I know for a fact that being, especially being in like a big city or traveling or something like that, like people are ripping butts left and right. Don't ever go to Europe because they just fucking smoke everywhere, and you will be.
I just got back from England. It was.
I was gonna say
horrific.
that's what I saw. You tweeted. You were like, everybody is smoking here. When we were in, like, I've never smoked, but like I like a good cigar now and again. But even in the airport, they have the lounges. They have like smoking lounges in like the European airports, and it's fucking nuts. But what's new, dude? How's everything been? And how's the what's the latest in the world of Doug and Modern Warzone?
I mean, I'm not really doing shit, bro. I've kind of taken a hiatus from streaming and shit because, like, I don't know. I feel like the economy's been down, promotions have been down. Kind of like trying to refocus my whole brand and figure out what the fuck I want to do moving into this new game. But the new game's good, so I'm excited. I'm back to doing more content. Streams have been popping. I plan to do a lot of YouTube videos for MW3. MW3 is good, so I'm glad that everybody else outside of the creator sphere also thinks that it's good. That way people cannot like hit us with the usual, oh, you guys do this every year. No, like people who normally fucking talk nothing but shit about COD are excited.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, I am like one of the foremost COD haters on earth. And, I mean, I've played, I bitch about them, but then I play them because I love, I'm addicted to the campaigns and stuff. And I thought the MW2 campaign was great, and I'm looking forward to playing the MW3 one because I thought that there was a lot of things left unsaid. I also feel like I should play the raid in MW2. I don't know if there's like story involved in there or if it's just mechanics or whatever it is, but
yeah, there's story in there. I haven't played the last two though, but I mean, you could just go watch a YouTube video in like 15 minutes instead of playing because you have to have a full team of people to like do the raid.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
that's annoying. Fuck.
Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, I love a good raid, but I feel like at this point I could probably either A, just watch the cutscenes on YouTube and catch up, or B, I could find somebody who's run it 600,000 times and just like get somebody to like fly me through it, like a Destiny raid or something. So, but what are some of your favorite
zombies? And you asked me about the zombies. I'm like one of the only 12 people or however many of us got to go play it early. So I got to play a full hour. I got to play like a full hour of it early at Treyarch Studios.
Okay.
And honestly, it's not that bad. Like it was better than I expected, but my expectations were like dog shit.
Yeah.
Like my expectations were like the way the Twitter sphere reacted when they saw the
Miller, no,
gameplay.
Fuck. Hold on one second. Fuck.
All right.
Yeah, you can keep going, Doug. So were you like most of the public that were unhappy with how it was going to be like open world esque instead of round based?
I mean, I just don't. I have a good sense of expectations for what to expect from zombies in a non-Treyarch game, and it's not round based. You know, like it's either you're a zombies fan and you want to get as much zombies as you can possibly get your hands on, and this is a good bridge between the next game. Like if they didn't do little side zombies content like this, you'd have to wait 3+ years for every new zombies because they don't really support a game past 1 year anymore. Like they used to, like Zombies Chronicles back in the day was a year 2 DLC. They don't really do that these days. But the new open world concept isn't as bad as the internet's tripping out about. It's just all the old heads that grew up on round base that just cannot grasp that this is not meant to appeal to them.
Right.
Like sure, it's meant to get zombies fans to like try it, but the game mode's not made for them. Like it's just straight up not. It's made for if you're that hard of a zombies fan, you'll be able to play it and find parts of it you like.
Right.
But it's like DMZ, like you said. It's more of like an open world DMZ type experience, and they do the zombies really well. Like the zombies themselves are it's honestly surprising how good the spawn system and how many zombies they can have on screen at one time is. Like
really?
It's very easy to get overwhelmed. Okay. And I was worried going into it that it would be way too easy. Like, let's say you're overwhelmed by a zombie. Like, okay, I'll just run away. They'll never catch me. I'll just run a train. That's not how it works.
Right.
They're spawning around you in 360 degrees fast. And it was pretty good to me. Like, I went in expecting it to be a 5 out of 10, and it ended up, in my opinion, being a 6.5 or a 7. And honestly, that's not that bad to fuck around with your friends on.
No, I mean, that's basically what I want is like something to fuck around with my friends on. Like, that's not going to be the reason. I don't think that's going to be the reason anybody buys the game anyway. I mean, that's going to be like probably, people.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure people will try to like blow through the campaign just to get whatever the unlocks are. I'm looking forward to that. I'm genuinely greatly looking forward to the campaign. They always do a great story, even if it is like 5.5 hours. Doesn't matter to me. And I know that Modern Warfare 2. Vanguard was super fucking short. Modern Warfare 2 was slightly longer than Vanguard, I think, if memory serves right. And I hope they do the same thing. I actually have to go back and play the Cold War campaign because I heard that was awesome, and that's one of the only ones I haven't played.
Really good.
And this is Treyarch, and Treyarch makes a great story. They've done some of my favorite campaigns, World at War, especially. Shout out World at War. But what was I going to say? Yeah, no, that's great to hear. So now, do you jump in? Do you have like a loadout and stuff? And do you like keep weapons with you? Do you have to like extract, or is it just
like DMZ?
Okay, so the same structure where like you have stuff and then you have to like get out of there, or do you just play until you die?
So you have 1 hour max. So after an hour, it's just like DMZ to where there's like a gas circle that closes in. Okay. And if there's zombies inside that gas circle, they get like double buffed and they do double damage. If you die, you lose all your shit. There's like an insurance timer basically that works. It's not called insurance anymore, but everything basically works like DMZ.
Okay, that's what I was hoping for.
Now they have a new system called schematics. That's what it is. They're called schematics.
I was really hoping that those wouldn't go away.
And the schematics are essentially your insured weapon slots. So like you'll be able to eventually unlock a schematic for like a ray gun, and then every hour or 2 hours you could just go in ray gun.
That's fucking cool. Okay, I like that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like I know that there was a community that was built around DMZ, and there was a lot of creators that were doing DMZ centric content, even if it's still kind of like beta, and it sounds like it's going to still be supported, which is cool. But I'm sure that I don't think there's going to be that many people going back and playing Vondel DMZ when you could go play the new hotness. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And even if it's just like go fuck around for an hour, shoot a bunch of zombies, and that's what I'm missing. I mean, I feel like we were talking about this 2 weeks ago on the show. That like there was a period of time where every single game had a horde mode, and that's when the original zombies came around, and now nobody does. So I mean, it'll be great to have a nice little PvE kind of sit back and chill type experience with the homies, and you don't have to like sweat too much. But it sounds like you can sweat if you want to. That there are some moments that get intense.
It can get crazy as fuck. It can get absolutely fucking insane in that new mode because there's 3 tiers of zones. Like there's tier 1 on the outside, there's tier 2 on the inside, and there's tier 3 on the far inside. They're like different threat levels, and each one of them has a different pack-a-punch level. So on the far outside level, you get to go up 1. To pack-a-punch twice, you have to go to the middle one, and to get your final pack-a-punch, you have to go to the far inside one. And the far inside one is like, I'm not shitting you, bro. It was really, really hard to stay alive.
Really?
Like it was, yeah. The zombies there were really tough, even with like a max pack-a-punch weapon. There's also that big boss zombie they showed in the trailer that like shoots the. Yeah, when we did 1 hour session, and when our session ended, like they kind of guided us from the outskirts to the inside, like the high threat zone, and it was the entire play session was there. There was like 20 of us, and we were fighting like 4 of those boss monster laser motherfuckers at the same time, and yeah, that shit was crazy. It was insane. Like it was so crazy that I think it's worth mentioning that the game started lagging.
Damn.
Like there was so much shit happening on screen.
That's wild. Oh, dude, you're gonna get fucked up by that all that hair on your pillows.
Yeah, I'm done.
You were absolutely.
Doug, I got one question. If you had to give like one tiny little bit of advice for brand new players hopping in, what would you give them in just your small amount of time playing the new zombies?
To just do contracts. I mean, that's really how you make your money, and you can find ways to level up your weapons. Look at the TAC map and plan your way out. It's the same thing as DMZ. If you go in without a plan, you're gonna get fucked up.
All right.
If you go in with a plan, though, it's like one of those things. Like you have to prioritize your status. Because if you're like me and you're extremely ADD, like we had a dev playing with us on each team. We had one dev, and they would like guide us through. And my dev had to keep telling me like, "Hey, we're going this way," because I kept getting sidetracked. Because there's zombies fucking everywhere. There's things to do everywhere. But I would just say have a focus. Maybe learn a little bit about DMZ before you go in, just to understand like the structure and how it works, like what happens when you die, how important it is to stay alive. You can assimilate in this as well. So
that's cool.
And another cool thing is like anytime you look at the TAC map, like you open up your mini map, you will see there's all the other enemy teams, or not enemies. You can't kill each other. There's no PvP. All the other players in the game, even the ones not on your team, are marked on the map. So you can see where all the other teams are, and you can just drive your ass across the map to like try to group up with them. And there's proximity chat. So you can be like, "Hey guys, we're trying to go to the high threat zone. We need some help. We can't do it alone."
That's pretty cool.
And then you end up with a team.
Is there any incentive to like play against the other players, or like is it just like these guys beat us to it? Let's just hope they die, or like how does that go?
Well, I don't really know how that would work, because I mean you kind of like I think there's like shared progress depending on how much damage you do or whatever. I'm not sure though, but I don't think that there's any reason to like grief people intentionally or anything like that. You just have an hour, like, and you can always go to the extracts. There's a final extract, just like DMZ. It's really if somebody ends up doing something or like killing a boss before you do it and you wanted to do it, because there's going to be challenges and story quests. You just
a little narrative too.
Yeah. The story quests are actually a cool part they were talking about. So it's like you do acts. There are different acts that you do challenges. Like you do your contracts for DMZ, and as you progress through them, you get to the end of an act and you go into a story mission, which puts you into your own instance of the Warzone map, away from all the other teams, where you get a dynamic cutscene and like all the cool shit, and probably fight a big boss.
That's pretty sick, man. That sounds like it's right up my fucking alley, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask you next. Is like, is there a narrative? Because I know that like all the other zombies maps are kind of like loosely bound together by a single narrative and like by a single timeline. Even though like they're not super story heavy, there are recurring characters and stuff like that. So, is this?
Yeah,
do
this
you
is
know
in
if
the
it's?
Dark timeline.
What's that?
This is in the Dark Ether timeline. It's set before what happens in Modern Warfare 2, but after what happens in Modern Warfare 2019, is I believe what they said. And when I asked them, so when I was at Treyarch, like they let me ask some questions that they showed on like COD Next and stuff. And one of my questions was like, were the zombies in Verdansk canon? Like, was Verdansk getting nuked canon to zombies and all that? And they basically like wouldn't give me an answer. It kind of seems like they're deep into that multiverse stuff. You know what I mean? Like like all this stuff could be happening. It might just be in a different universe with the same characters.
That's how they
kind
like
of-
justify all the Zelda games being. They just say like, oh, all the Zeldas, they weren't really meant to ever have a consistent narrative, but people kept asking, so they were like, fine, motherfucker, like they're in different universes or whatever. And now I have 2 copies of the Zelda Encyclopedia on my bookshelf, even though they're kind of like horseshit. But no, I feel you. And I mean, I like that though. I love that there's a narrative. I hope that we get like maybe some sort of raid style event where like there are more boss zombies to kill. And even right now in DMZ, they have the haunting like swamp creature bosses and stuff like that are just like roaming around. But the big complaint that I'm seeing is because there's that PvP element to it, people are just going to those areas to pick people off and loot them, and then not even going after the boss. So
people are fucking pussies. Jesus Christ.
like people
Jesus
are just
Christ.
going there to grief.
I saw that today. It's not to grief though. Everybody's trying to do the challenge. Everybody's trying to get their events done. If you have a problem with getting PvP'd, go do the challenges in DMZ. You'll probably still get PvP'd in DMZ, but it's much more likely they're trash cans. Like, when I did my challenges yesterday, I did a 6-hour stream, and it took me the entire 6 hours to do 3 bosses, because it was crazy hectic. And I think that's part of the fun of the event. I think that's the whole idea, is these events naturally create hot drop locations.
Right.
That's why I disagree with Infinity Ward just lowered the player count from 150 to 100 for the event, because people were complaining that it was too hectic.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah,
it's around for like 3 weeks, bro. You can do it in 3 weeks, I promise. Like, why does everybody have to get a fucking participation trophy?
It's this generation, man. I don't know. Nobody wants to work anymore. I don't know. I'm trying to like regurgitate my uncle's talking points. But no, I agree. I mean, I think, I mean, that's part of it, right? Is you have to be ready for people to be like hot dropping there. It's just like playing Fortnite. I mean, when they do like events and they say, all right, you have to go. Right now, they have the one where you got to like raid the bank vault things, and it's a lot of fun. But then you're also trying to beat somebody to the punch there. Or it's the same with anything else in DMZ, like getting the weapon case and then getting out, and stuff like that. So
what makes this stuff so much fun is the fact that you get to see the craziness of what's happening around you and realize that everybody's doing the same thing as you. Like when new map updates happen in battle royales, does everybody go to the same spot? Does anybody complain that everybody lands in that new spot? Like, no, bro.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. Those moments are awesome when you look around and see 60 other people pull their parachutes next to you. Like, I love those moments.
Yeah. So, all right. So, give me, since you got a chance to experience zombies, and it feels like you got a little bit more context than most. Give me like 3 up, 3 down for Modern Warfare 3. Like 3 things that you're not so stoked about and you hope change, and 3 things that you think are like the major things to get excited about.
In zombies or in Modern Warfare?
Modern Warfare 3 in general.
The 3 things to get excited about are Sledgehammer Games is the main team, and they listened to feedback, and they kind of like got pulled off. I mean, this is like a thing, but they kind of got pulled off of Vanguard earlier than most teams would because it was obvious that it didn't do well sales-wise, and they needed to get put on this current project.
Yeah.
Like, they just released Vanguard 2 years ago, so
yeah,
the fact that they're doing this multiplayer is pretty insane. But they're one of the best and most receptive studios to feedback, and I can tell you that especially after meeting them in person. It was a crazy vibe to be there and talk to the head of the studio, and everybody was willing to have an open conversation about game mechanics and what they thought about it and why things are the way they are.
Yeah, totally.
Number 2, that's a pro, is that, I mean, we get all of our childhood maps back. That's a huge thing to me, even though that my hot take has been since I found out that over most of the new generation that's never played these maps are going to hate them and say they're dog shit. At least half of them. Half of the MW2 maps are not nearly as good as people remember.
I mean, Favela is dog shit.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that would get you literally, that would get your throat split in the gulag in the Call of Duty community.
Yeah.
But that's my second pro. The third pro is going to be that there's already a lot of content and post-launch content for multiplayer this year that they already like have in the pipeline, and I think that's a good thing. And I also think that it's kind of clear, like my third and final big one is that Call of Duty is back on the up and up. Like, we are going the direction of the gameplay that the normal the actual community behind Call of Duty wants.
Yep.
They clearly have realized that even if their sales numbers were showing good, based on what Modern Warfare 2019 and what Modern Warfare 2 started to do, that this whole thinking you know better than your community shit is kind of making you look really bad. So this game has people excited for a reason. Everything that we asked for as content creators that got to play MW2 early, and as the community that got to play the beta, all the feedback we gave for MW2, all the way back to the beta and the closed alpha I got to play, is exactly what Modern Warfare 3 is.
Interesting.
And I think that that's a huge W. That's a huge W. And we can go further from here. Like the next game that builds off this engine, which all the games moving forward build off this engine.
Is this a new? It's not a new engine though, right? This is the same one from MW2.
Nah, yeah, they talk about engine stuff. No, they're all on the same engine moving forward. Even Treyarch games will be on this engine.
Okay. And now
the Treyarch games are gonna look like Modern Warfare games, which is gonna be really weird.
Huh. I just want them to change the fucking UI. Honest to God, that's really all I need.
I think that's probably like the last thing that'll happen though.
Just
like,
please.
They're full committed. Bro. They're full committed.
Yeah,
the
no,
last thing will change the first thing we see.
They cleaned it up. They did clean it up a little bit, and I mean the game. I was just saying before you hopped in here. I don't know if you heard me talking about it with Tiggy, but like the game is clearly so much better optimized than MW2 was.
Oh yeah.
I'm running, going back to MW2 after playing the MW3 beta, what is a nightmare. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm dealing with all this like choppiness and hitching and stuff like that I do not have to deal with on MW3. It just ran beautifully. It was super smooth, and I was playing, I had easily 20, 30 more frames per second than I did on MW2, and it's same settings, same recommended settings. So I'm clearly that they have been doing a lot of work on that end to make sure that it's fully optimized for a wide range of PCs, which is awesome. I'm sure it's gonna be fine on console anyway, but I'm looking forward to it. But 3 things that you're not looking forward to. What are some 3 or like things that you hope are already in the works to change?
I hope that we get some form of bunny hopping. This was feedback that I gave in studio, and that they told me that they agreed with, and that I thought that we would have in the beta, but it's not in the beta. I thought we would be able to bunny hop at least one time. Like, at least the one bounce. Like, I don't think you have to let people continuously bunny hop like they're playing CS Source, or they're surfing or playing Quake back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you have to let that happen, but I do think that allowing one nice skip hop, it would fit in perfectly. And I don't understand the philosophy behind restricting the movement at all in this game, because it's half of the marketing. I think that that's a con at the moment.
The marketing has been a lot of like, movement is good now. That has been the pretty much the bulk of the marketing has been movement is good, and it's fine. I'm never gonna be one of those people that is able to like fucking like snake crouch and stuff like that. I'm never able to do that shit. I had Tiggy explain to me on last week's episode what reload and slide canceling were, and I think I accidentally slide canceled during the beta like twice, and I was like, ooh, I see what's going on here. But no, I'm looking forward to it. It's a fun game. It clearly looks great. It plays great. I hope they just keep it going. As you know, the COD Circle of Life is a brutal mistress. So I have reported on it heavily. Have I ever walked you through the COD Circle of Life, Doug? Because
is it just the picture?
I posted I made it, and then somebody stole it and made a whole separate one. But I originated this shit like 3-4 years ago with the COD Circle of Life, which is like, hold on, let me revisit it for you so that you know, and you could tell me whether or not you agree.
Oh no, I probably posted a picture of it.
You probably
There's
did.
like 3 different of them.
Yeah, the WGG one is like
cycle.
it uses like the COD font. I don't know if you can see like my screen, but I'll hold my laptop. I'll hold my laptop up so you can see it. But this is the COD Circle of Life right here. I don't know if you can see that.
I have not seen that one. New title excitement, gameplay hype, honeymoon phase. Yeah, that one gets me a lot. Content gets stale. Complete resentment.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's
we're in complete resentment hardcore right now.
Exactly. So I posted this when I think it was Cold War, when Vanguard got announced, and I was like, well, we're at the complete resentment phase for Cold War, and then Vanguard, we hit complete resentment super fast and at an unprecedented speed. And I never thought that we would see complete resentment for anything with the name Modern Warfare attached to it, but yet again, here we are. But yeah, new title excitement is like, when we get the first glimpse at what it is. It starts leaking, maybe the title leaks, or like the cover art leaks, or like it gets officially announced. People are like, holy shit, Call of Duty, insert subtitle here, is here to save us. We're fucking saved. Gameplay hype, obviously. COD Next comes around. The content creators start talking about it. People are like, holy shit, this is the second coming of Christ. We're ready to go. Let's fucking get it. Game comes out, honeymoon phase, self-explanatory. Content gets stale. This is usually like COD's been averaging like 4 to 5 months. It's like a quarter and a half, like a fiscal
That's
quarter and a
generous.
half, and that's generous, I think. Where like
That's very generous.
people start to, it's all the things. It's like you start living with your significant other for the first time, and then it's like a couple of months in, you're like, damn, you're starting to notice that like they shit with the door open, or like they leave dishes in the sink, and you're like, damn, like what the fuck, man, like why are they doing this? Why is Sledgehammer Games doing this to me? We just moved in together, and I thought everything was fine, but it's not. And then you get to complete resentment, where it's like, hey, at least Treyarch is taking over the next game, and they're gonna save us with, Infinite Warfare 2 or whatever it is. So that's the circle of life.
There should be like one more phase. It needs to be the copium phase.
Is that like the community infighting and being like, it's not that bad? Like we
No. Well, copium, or maybe hopium and then copium.
Hopium.
Well,
Hopium
they're
slash
both
copium.
the same thing. Hoping that the next one will be better, but we're pretty straight this year, man. We're good. And then my other cons would be like, I mean, Warzone is good. I'm a bit worried because what we played at Next was only 100 players, and they've like kind of been reducing the player count of what we have right now in Warzone 2 to like around 100 players. And I don't really like 100 players. Like a big thing Warzone's always had going for it is it's had the largest player count ever in a battle royale, or at least it did when it came out. In a AAA battle royale that I could think of.
Yeah.
And it was initially supposed to be 200 players in Verdansk, and they had that as a limited time game mode for a while that we got to play.
Yeah.
Publicly. But now we're down to 100 because the servers are dog shit.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that.
Warzone still hasn't really grabbed me. I never really played Warzone 1. Warzone 2, I just really couldn't get into. I played a lot of multiplayer, and then I just found something else. I mean, I was never a big Warzone guy to begin with, and I'm not awesome at battle royales. So, but I think 2v2 gulags were fun. I'm the outlier there. I always thought that was pretty fun. But
shouldn't say that out loud.
I'm sorry. But then again, like I'm not the trusted voice on Call of Duty for a reason. I just thought that was an interesting concept, mainly because I liked the proximity chat, and I would like yell at the person that was with me, and I was like, "Bro, we fucking got this. You're gonna carry me, but like we got this. We're not gonna win because of me, but you got this." And I'd be hyping them up, and I'd be playing like fucking motivational. I'd be playing like the Chicago Bulls like intro theme song. So,
Serious?
like, yeah, like in the background, and people would be like,
yeah.
So, all right, we got to wrap up the show, Doug. But we have 2 voicemails to listen to. Do you want to answer the voicemail questions with us?
No, I'll slide out.
Need advice?
All right.
Pick up that
All right, man. Well, hey, we appreciate you. Come back anytime, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Dagnabbit / Modern Warzone. Go check him out. It's at Modern Warzone on Twitter /X, and also at Doug Dagnabbit on Twitter /X. Anything else that you want to plug or promote or anything while you're here, Doug?
I'd just like to plug your asshole, sir.
All right, get the fuck off the Discord.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is a family show. This is literally a family show. Thank you, Doug. Thank you for that. We appreciate you. And you know what else we appreciate is voicemails. 617-701-7678, the WGG Internet Dad Sauce line. We have 2 voicemails. These are actually from last week. I didn't realize that we were at the hour mark already, so you guys got a couple of bonus minutes of me and Tiggy being handsome and intelligent. And you can listen to us talk. And then we'll get to... This is a big Modern Warfare episode. So next week we'll talk about League, Worlds. We'll talk about T1, being in GQ and stuff like that. So... all right, first voicemail. What do you got?
Hello, fellas. This is Tiggy. You're far away to
You hear it, Tiggy?
And now I know you guys are looking tremendous as always. I just had a quick, not even a hypothetical, just a question. You know, the leaves are changing, the weather's cooling down, and some hoodies are being brought out. know with the weather changing, so maybe are some drinks. Just want to know what's your kind of your go-to drinks in the fall weather as we approach the season. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Peace.
Favorite drinks in the fall weather. So when I was talking about the ciders earlier, that's a big go-to. The ciders and bourbon, that's massive. That is absolutely massive. And also, I love a good like salted caramel coffee. Little iced salted caramel something. I don't love pumpkin coffee. I was never a big pumpkin coffee guy, but salted caramel is the fall flavor. That's a good one. So I like that. And also Guinness.
Okay. You got to power up into the Guinness, yeah?
A Guinness is the big one. And you know what? I'm going to put you on some free game here. So when you go to your local watering hole, you can ask for this. So my favorite bar ever that died in COVID, rest in peace. The bartender is still around. Shout out to Tomas. I can't remember the name of his new spot now, but I gotta go see him. He's still in the same city, and he's at a new bar. He used to make something that he called the Headless Horseman. So it was like a black and tan. It was half pumpkin beer, half Guinness, shot of vanilla vodka, cinnamon sugar rim.
What?
Headless Horseman.
Okay, now that sounds crazy good, but this is from someone who's never had a Guinness before in their life.
Oh, no, you got to get on the Guinnesses. Yeah, Guinness is good. They got lots of vitamins.
You think I do that first, or do I just go straight to a Guinness first?
No, go straight to a Guinness. Give it a nice. Guinnesses are like better for you than like Bud Lights. They're much lighter than they look. Yeah, it's just, but you got to go get one on draft. You can't like get a can of it. You really need to get you got to go to like an Irish pub in like Phoenix or something and go get yourself a Guinness.
Okay, I'll try to look for that.
If it takes any less than like 3 minutes to get it, then send it back and tell them to make it again, because it's got to take. Yeah, you gotta pre-order. You have to pre-order them. What are your favorite fall drinks?
Me. So I have just recently had a Oktoberfest beer. I've never had one of those before. Shout out Leinekugel. This is Summer Shandy. Summer's not really over here in Arizona, but everywhere else it kind of is. So I had a Leinekugel Oktoberfest a couple weeks ago, and that was very delicious. Kind of folly and stuff. I'm a big beer guy, big whiskey guy, not a bourbon guy. So I'll just stick with Canadian Club, a little Jameson, stuff like that. So yeah, you're muted, Dom.
Canadian Club is wild.
I mean, well, a little bit. I mean, someone ordered it, and I was like, move. "Oh, what is that?" And it's like, "Oh, it's just whiskey." And I'm like, "Oh, well, you had to say Canadian Club, so I got the Canadian Club, and it wasn't that bad."
Canadian Club is fucking. I love Jameson. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Jameson guy. That was the Happy Meal at that bar was like a shot of Jameson and PBR. So,
there you go.
But yeah, no, the beer won a blue ribbon. Right. So, all right, second voicemail. Here we go.
Hey boys, Coleman here. Thought I'd leave a voicemail this week as October is upon us. I've got some personalized questions for everybody tonight. Bob, my question to you is, what do you think about the new Flanagan show, The Fall of House of Usher? What are your predictions for that based on the trailers that you've seen? And also, I know we disagree on Midnight Mass, and I would love to hear why you didn't like that one as much. And then, Dom, what are your favorite fall recipes to break out? I saw you make the French onion soup the other night. That is a classic staple. And then, Tiggy, what are your favorite fall sports to keep an eye on? Don't know as much about you as the other boys, but that's my question for you. So you guys have a great one. Have a great week as well. Much love as always. Have a good one.
Coleman, thank you for the voicemail. Much love right back. Bob is obviously not here, but Bob... well, I know you're inevitably going to listen to this, so you owe Coleman the answer to that. What you think about the fall of the House of Usher, and then the other one was I can't remember what the other one is, but just listen to the voicemail. As for your question for me, what are my favorite fall recipes? And yeah, Juju said Jack Daniels. Yeah, that is an all around year for Juju. I can attest to that. With just the warmest Jack Daniel shots, or else they're getting sent back. Don't you dare give me a shot glass that didn't just come out of the dishwasher. Fall recipes. So I love a beef stew French onion soup. It's soup season, so it's beef stew, French onion soup, little Italian wedding. Okay, little Italian wedding. A classic chicken noodle, chicken pastina. Pastina is like that's Italian penicillin, as we call it. Pastina. It's just like chicken broth and like teeny tiny little pastas. I'm like looking forward to my son's first like cold as like a toddler, so I can like make him pastina. Let's see what else. What else in the fall? I mean, this is all year round, but I like to barbecue a lot. I just go out in the smoker, make a little brisket, some ribs. It's football season, so chili, just wings, just all kinds of barbecue stuff that I can just put on the smoker, forget about it, watch 7.5 hours of commercial-free football, and have myself a fucking day. So, what about you, Tiggy?
That's awesome. Yeah. It's soup season, so make sure you get those crock pots out and get them warmed all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Coleman asked me, what are my favorite sports?
Your favorite sports, yeah.
My favorite fall sports? Well,
favorite fall sports, yeah.
Obviously football, Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm actually going to a Pittsburgh Steelers bar out here in Phoenix this weekend, so super excited for that. I forget who we play. We play the Rams, so we're gonna lose in an unfortunate way. It's gonna be Aaron Donald against TJ Watt the whole game, so no offense being played.
They should just get everybody else off the field and just let them wrestle at center field.
I think that'd be good. Defensive player of the year against defensive player of the year. That'd be funny.
I mean, just let them go at it like at the logo. You know what I mean?
Save everyone's time, everyone's money. 1-on-1 cage match. Let's go. That'd be good. I think I'm a big hockey guy. Huge hockey guy. I played hockey my whole life and stuff. So super excited to play. Not play. I don't do the full go ice anymore. I'm way too old for that shit. But I love hockey, so I love watching the sport. I grew up a Flyers fan because I used to play on a team that had the Flyers logo, even though I'm near Pittsburgh. So of course that was terrible, and the Flyers never succumbed to anything.
No.
So that was brutal growing up. So I just enjoy the sport of hockey. So I'm usually watching with my brother and my cousin and stuff. We're just watching games. We're gambling on the fucking opening face-off like degenerates. Caps 3-0 this year. If you can bet opening face-off, Caps. That's my play. Caps opening face-off.
Interesting.
Lock it in.
Interesting.
Kuznetsov and Backstrom, money.
When's the next time? When's the next? I wonder what the line for that is. That's a very interesting one.
It's always even. They don't change it. The intern hasn't gotten smart yet.
They haven't wised up. Program. I might just put the mortgage on that. Caps to win the face off, whatever the fuck they play next.
But yeah, those would be my two fall sports. So excited for hockey, excited for football to keep on going.
We'll talk about another fall sport next week. We'll talk about League Worlds. That's a fall sport.
Bang. Let's go NA. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be there, and hopefully, NA will still be alive next week when we talk about it.
Hey,
but
we won one game last night. C9. We won one. We got one hope.
Hey, don't let us get hot. Is all I'm saying. Don't let NA get hot. C9 is the official. That's the horse for. We did talk about that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, don't let us win too.
Somebody call that heating up.
Yeah. Don't let us win too. So, you might not believe in NA now, but don't let us win too. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. Also, CS2's going on. Shout out Bob. CS2's going on right now, and FaZe was wiping the floor. That Monacy kid was just snipping and snapping. FaZe up.
All right, let's land the train. Big shout out to everybody who's bought a Breast Cancer Awareness Month charity hoodie already. We got the new ones rolling out, so it's orchid8.com/collection/BCAM Bravo Charlie Alpha Mike 2023 BCAM 2023. Tiggy, yep, give him the yep 100%. Give him the 360. Give him a little 360. Yeah, there it is. Boom, the front and the back. Full back logo as it was intended. The original wave of shirts, there was a tiny logo on them. That was a mistake. We owned up to it. You can get them exchanged for free. Mine is in the wash right now. They do shrink. I will tell you that. So don't dry it if you're worried about that. Because boy, oh boy, my wife's one that she ordered came out of the dryer and looked like it belonged on a Cabbage Patch doll. So, but we'll put it on Miller. On Miller.
Beautiful.
big shout out to everybody who's bought a hoodie or a shirt already. It's not too late. You will get it before the end of October, I believe, if you order it today. So orchid8.com/collection/BCAM 2023. So thank you for everybody who supported. Tiggy, what do you got?
Not much. Dominated some softball these past 2 days. And by dominate, we lost both games. We were up 7 Tuesday night and gave up 8 in the last inning due to some brutal errors in the field. And my Twitch app on my phone didn't update automatically because apparently that's not a thing. And it just is stuttering the whole time. So that's unfortunate. But, we're getting better. We're going to come around next week. 2 big games.
The comeback's better than the setback.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited.
I'm just glad that it's still going.
Oh yeah, it's still going. Well, actually until mid-November, and then it might get shut down again. So who knows?
That's true.
Hopefully we play enough games to qualify for playoffs. I'm fucking raking. I'm like Schwarber right now in the box, and then people are afraid to throw me the ball. So
wow.
I'm just fucking on one. So I'm excited. I'm excited to hopefully do the stream next week, Wednesday, Thursday.
All right.
Other than that, you can follow me on Twitter at TNation. And that's all I got.
Let's fucking go C9. Let's go NA.
Come on.
Don't let us win too.
Shout out 7. 7 might not be here next week.
Shout out to 7. I hope that she is. And if not, we just give us like a picture of her with her new owner. And but yeah, good Lord, you are gonna have. You might as well just go hang those pillowcases outside now.
No, I don't know if you saw. I had to pop a Benny mid episode.
Did you? I didn't see it. No, popped a
It's
Benny.
like my flu game right now.
That's. Well, that does it for this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Thank you guys so much for subbing, for viewing. Big shout out to Ken, Pete, Tiggy, Juju. Who else was in here? Reg/Marco, Lundo. Literally, I mean, we had the whole gang out here, and that always feels really good. And big shout out to Modern Warzone, aka Doug, for jumping in, and also just like being a late breaking guest star. That was wicked fucking cool. And that's it. So we love you so much, and we'll see you next week.